Here I want to cover an inference compared to an observation, as well as the 4 theories that unify biology. Now when we're looking here, how do you think the material in the purple bottle compares to the yellow liquid? How do you think they smell? Well, based on what you're observing, you're making an inference based on that. Here we see an image. Observations are what we can kind of measure. Inferences are an animal made these and a human made them, they were walking. Earlier in that day, we can kind of see how they were made, but be careful when you're making observations and inferences that you're not putting your own bias into the situation. We also have the 4 theories that unify biology to cover those. Well, because we're talking about theories, we need to kind of define a theory. Now, in the general public, a theory is often used when there's a lack of knowledge or a guess. However, in the science world, a theory is a set of hypotheses that have been tested many times and not rejected, and that's a definition we're going to stick with. One example of a theory that you probably very well experience is the theory of gravity. So we all know gravity exists, but that is technically a theory. Getting into those 4 themes that unify biology, we have the gene theory. That's where information that determines what an organism is like, with genes located along the DNA molecule. And in the picture here, we see these chromosomes that all contain segments of DNA. To progress from DNA, we have cell theory, and this is all living organisms are composed of cells. Cells are the basic units of life, and all cells come from other cells. And we also have the theory of heredity, where genes represent traits of an organism and are inherited as discrete units. We may see some genes that are inherited or some traits that are carried over from one generation to the next. We also have the theory of evolution. So this theory of evolution is that all organisms are related to one another in a common tree of life. Diversity of the living world is a result of natural selection. This bird has a very stout beak for opening seeds. This bird has a very pointed beak for eating its food or its prey items. So again, this is kind of that 4 themes that unify biology here.